Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? We're doing this guy. Elliot from Peach Dragon. So, say hello. If you're painting with me, let me know if anyone's painting with me. And all my videos are kid-friendly. So I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch your comments. Replays are available on Facebook for 30 days. And then you're going to head over to my YouTube channel, Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's the same name as Facebook. There's that link if you'd like to own any Eve's Artistry Originals. I have an Etsy store. It's Eve's Creations Art on Etsy. Head on over there, like the shop, check out all the paintings. There's something for everybody, right? Very, very, very cool stuff. All my videos are free to watch. Tips are appreciated. I have Venmo, which is that link, and I have PayPal, which is this link. I also have Zelle. If you direct message me, I could send you the information for Zelle. Okay, and same paint every single time we paint. It's the same paint. Red, white, yellow, blue, and black brushes this evening. We have Big Boy, he's a 1-inch flat. We have Mini-Me, he's a small shader, looks just like Big Boy. We have Tiny in the house, a small round for details. Mr. Nifty, of course, anyone who sends support of $5 or more, I send these out to you as a thank you for free. So, Mr. Nifty's in the house, and we have a large floppy. Oh yeah, he's just a stiff bristled brush. Gets all fluffy when you smash him on the towel. So, let's see. Hello, April. How are you doing, darling? April's in the house. Well, what? Doing my roll call. I'm working on a 16 by 20 canvas. 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on something different, as long as you're in the general area of the canvas that I'm in, you will be fine. I hope you feel better soon, April. Hearts and hands for April. Hearts and hands, if I could find my emotes, that would be awesome. Blessings to you, darling. There you are. Okay, so I cannot show you both at once what we're working on and the finished product. So if you would like to, take a screenshot so you can see where we're going with good old Elliot. Oh yeah, I'm putting all my brushes in the water. When you clean your brush, you want to swirl. You want to tap. You want to dab on your paper towel. You want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Hello, Marcia. How are you doing, sweetheart? Marcia's in the house. Tina B's here. Hello, everybody. How's your Fridays going? Hope everybody is doing well. There you go. That's the fam I'm talking about. Alright, so let's get started. It's the almighty blank canvas. Oh no! But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Those of you who don't know, that's from Bill Alexander. He's a wet on wet oil technique painter. He's actually one of the artists that Bob Ross learned from. And he was very robust in his statements. So he'd be like, use the almighty brush. And that's where I got that from. Just to let you know. When I say it's the almighty blank canvas. That's from Mr. Bill Alexander. Alright, I'm going to grab Fluffy. I'm grabbing white. I'm grabbing yellow. And we're going to fill this whole entire canvas up. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hello, Carolyn. How are you? So I am just smushing this paint around. right? Making lighter areas and darker yellow areas. That's all. Not too concerned with the background, just putting some color on here. Loosening up our little paint in hand, that's all. Getting ourselves ready for the good stuff. Hi, Joan. I didn't see you, sweetheart. I'm sorry, darling. Hello, 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 Joan. How are you, doll? Can't forget Joan. No, I can't. Cannot forget the Joan. You must have been hiding in all the links that I was sharing. And I'm just grabbing yellow and white. Nice thin layer. Smushing it all around. Nothing fancy. Just making lighter and darker areas. Nice and thin so it'll dry and we can paint on top of it. How was everybody's week? Did you all have an amazing week? Hope everybody is doing well. Oh, hello. I'm eating rice. Oh, that sounds really good, Carolyn. I've had rice pudding in a very long time. Used to be my favorite. You were, Joan? Oh, I'm doing okay, Kimberly. How are you, sweetheart? Eve is okay. Alright, you guys want to hear the story? I'll tell you the story. I wasn't going to tell you the story, but I'll tell you the story because it's a thing. So, I'm on antibiotics right now. I went out into the yard because with all the rain that we've been having, the grass was knee high and poor little Butters man didn't have his bathroom. So I went out there to weed whack the yard. Woohoo! Went out to go do a project. And I don't know if it was a wasp or a yellow jacket or what happened. Came out of the grass and stung my arm. See where that icky is right there? Right? So, I haven't been stung in so long. I came in the house. I put antibiotic cream on it. Antihistamine cream on it. Allergy cream, right? I took a little sip of the liquid Benadryl I have laying around because of my allergies. And just waited to see what would happen. So, nothing happened other than it burned and it hurt, but nothing really happened. So Eve decided to go back out into the yard. Just wait, Kimberly. It gets better. Eve decided to go back out in the yard to finish the project. And as I was moving my way down the area, same thing happened, but this time they flew out of the grass and up my shorts and were stinging my leg. So I'm in my yard doing a dance, smacking the you-know-what's-its out of my shorts and my leg because I was getting stung. And I finally just grabbed my shorts and pulled them all the way off. So yes, I was standing in my yard in just my underwear because I didn't know, and they got me twice on my leg, huge welts. So I came in the house, I put the cream on it, and it hurt very bad, and I deemed the project over. I don't know what they were. They might have been yellow jackets. It looked like an elongated bee. Anyway, hurt like a son of a gun. My leg and my arm were on fire the rest of the day. Project over. And the next couple of days, it just started getting hot and very oozy. and I was running a slight temperature. So I'm on antibiotics because they got infected. Woohoo! Anyway, if I seem a little slow moving tonight, that is why. Howdy, howdy, Audra. How are you, sweetheart? And that's my story. But you can all take a little chuckle in the fact that I was in my yard with no pants on and doing a swatting dance because bees were in my shorts. And I just dropped it right in the middle of the yard because I didn't know where they were and they were in my pants. So, if you guys want to take a little laugh at that, you are more than welcome to because it is quite comical. But, no. So, ibuprofen and antibiotics for me. Right, April? And I'm doing okay. I see my regular doctor next week, so hopefully everything will be done by then. That's alright, Tina B. Yeah, project over. So the yard is half. Butters area is, hello Tamara. Butters area is half mode. He has half of a bathroom right now. But I don't think it's phasing him very much. Yes, an ouchie story to say the least. An ouchie, ouchie, ouchie story. Totally worse than three stings. One on my arm and two on my back leg that are very large. So three total. Yep. So but I am feeling better. I'm just a little tired because I think the antibiotics are kicking my little patootie. But I do have a happy story for you guys. I have a very good happy story. Yes, I know. So that was my week. Is it hornet? I don't know what they were. It looked like the one on my arm looked like a really long bee, and I have no idea what the ones in my shorts were. So, but project over. Alright, I'm taking white paint. We're going to map in Elliot, okay? So we're just going to get his general shape into place. Alright, halfway down is his body. Halfway up is his neck and his head. Okay, so for the body area, we're going to go, if this is center, we're going to go halfway between center and the side. And we're just going to put a line down this way. Okay. And then we're going to put a line going that way. So we get the general area of where our body is going to be. Then his head is in the middle, right here. So we're going to do a line this way. Just to know where his head is going. Okay, and then we're going to swoop a line this way. Swoop. There it is. And this way, you can tell where everything is going to go. Right? Once we have those in place for ourselves, now we can make the shape of the body and the neck and the head. Okay, so his head, we're going to do an oval at first. A small oval. Everything is smaller because we're going to be adding to it. And the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Okay, and out of this oval, we're going to put a line this way and a line this way. Those are his ears. Under his ear, we're going to do a little bump. That's where his eye is going. Okay. Then we're going to leave this part coming out. And then we're going to put a little piece sticking out right here and swooping that around. Right? When we get to that point, we're going to come from this ear, we're going to come down. Put a little rounded area there. When we get to this part, we're going to go down and swoop that around. Okay, so you have a bump here, rounded line, piece sticking out, piece going straight up. Swoop this in under the ear. Okay, and there you have Elliot's head. Because of the glare, okay. Okay, I'll repeat it. Okay, so we had the oval, and I'll do it in a green color so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to grab some yellow and some blue and some white so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, so we started with our oval. We started with our oval. Off of the oval, we went this way, and we went this way. Okay? And just bring those back in. On the side, we came down from the ear, and we put a little piece sticking out right there. Okay? Following the oval. Then we put another little curved piece right there, and then we put a piece that's sticking out right here and swoop that around. Right, once we got that into place, we dropped a piece here, then brought that in so this lines up with that. Actually, my bad. It goes down further. My bad. Alright, so this part, this little hook right here, lines up down here. Sorry, that was my bad, but you can easily fix it. Alright, so that little hook lines up right here. Then you're going to do a piece down and curve it around. And fill and fix. Okay, and there you have Elliot's head. Okay, so this piece, this little curved piece to nothing. This little hooked piece to the side of the nose. And then this piece comes down and around. That's the bottom of his mouth. So we're going to curve that a little bit more. So we're going to follow this little piece we put sticking out. We're going to come down, do a curve, and come into the piece that is going upwards. Okay. And for you guys to see it better, I'm going to take I'm going to take some white paint with the green. And right here is the one nostril. So you're just going to do a teardrop. And over here is the other nostril. Okay. And I'm going to grab even more white paint. And right here is his eyes. So this way you guys can see the shape of his head better. Yes, Sherry, much easier to see in the green. Yeah, I usually we map in white, but I'm doing this in the green so you guys can see what's going on. Okay? And then we're going to take the green paint and we can put in, I was going to do his whole body first before we got into the details of the face, but we're here now, so let's just keep going with it. So we're going to take his ears and you're going to bring that triangle in. And then you're going to take his other ear. And then you're going to swoop that and bring that in here. So his ears and the top of his eyes line up. Okay. His eyes are inside this little hook. Okay, his nostrils. This is his jaw. This is his cheekbone. And we're going to want to put a smile in from his jaw into his cheekbone. So if it's not big enough, you can make that bigger. Because there's a smile going right here into his cheekbone. So when we go to do the details, there's going to be a smile right here coming up into his cheekbone. So if you don't have room for that, you don't have to put any of this. I'm just showing you spacing so you could picture it in your mind's eye better. You don't have to paint what I'm painting right now, all the lineups and the ideas of where things are going. I'm just showing you so you can line everything up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, if you don't have room for that smile to come into your cheekbone, make this bigger. Okay, and that's how everything's going to line up. So you don't have to put any of this stuff in. You just should have the general area of his face. Okay, all this stuff is to show you where everything's going. You could put the nostrils in for yourself so you can see where that's going. But this is all just to show you how everything's going to be and where it's going so you can get the shape of his face correct. Okay. And it's very flat on top for his head. It goes straight across. Okay, guys? There you go. Congratulations. You just did the hardest part of the entire painting. Getting the shape of Elliot's head was the hardest part of this whole entire painting. Once you have the shape of his head down, everything else is going to be gravy. Okay, I can't see, my lights are out, so I am going to put the light back on. But now the glare won't matter once I move into making the other studio space, we won't have to worry about those things. Overhead light is the worst lighting you can have for showing paintings. So I don't mind turning it out so you guys can see better. Okay? Well, congratulations. You got Elliot's head. You did the hardest part. Alright, I might as well just continue in green so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just mixing yellow, white, and blue. And I'm not worried about my colors right now. Okay, so that swoop we did, his neck is going to come out from this part of his ear. And it's just a swoop down. When you hit about center of your canvas is when you're going to stop. Okay, the other part of his neck is going to come out right in this part of the jaw. Swoop, stop when you hit the middle of the canvas. Okay. So there is his neck. You're going to bring it out a little fatter over here on this piece. Okay. And then you're going to swoop that down to the corner. Elliot's song is stuck. You're welcome, Joe. No worries. Elliot, thank you for telling me so you guys can actually see what I was doing. I appreciate that. It's stuck in your head now. Okay, over here, you're going to bump this out, swoop it down. Swoop, just like that. But, you know, remember we put the guidelines of how the body's going to go right here? Okay, so you're following that and just making rounded areas. Alright, fill that in green. I'm not worried about any of my coloring right now. I am just getting my shapes into place. That's all we're doing. We're not worrying about anything else. We're just getting our shapes into place. Filling in our shape. That's all we're doing. So you guys can see Elliot. So then you can work on all the details and you know what he's going to look like. Okay. There you go. Now I'm going to take a little lighter green so you can see what I'm doing. And right here where this bump is, right, so here's the center of the canvas, right where this piece is, right across from that, is going to line up, like you don't have to do those, I'm just showing you. Right across from that is where you're going to put the bump of his shoulder and his arm is going to swoop down this way. Okay, there you go. Just going to swoop this a little bit more because it's not that big of a bump where it's sticking out. So, and you can just make these little adjustments. That's all. Make these little adjustments for yourself. Okay, look at it as a whole. Do I need to bring this out further? Do I need to make this a little bit more? Do I, you know, you line things up. When you look at the pictures, you want to line stuff up. You see how I was telling you this goes straight across. This is this way. This is this way. These pieces over here. This lines up with his shoulder. So when you look at pictures and you're trying to recreate a picture, you want to notice where's the center, right? What's above the center? What's below the center? What is lining up next to what? Okay, so this piece lined up with this piece, right? The ears lined up going this way. The eyes this way with this little bump. The nostrils were in this space. The jaw lined up this way. So, and notice this is all like that. So these are the things. Where does the neck hit the ear? Right? Where does it land on the canvas? Where does the neck hit the jaw? Where does it land on the canvas? So these are all things that when you try to recreate a picture, you try to find these connections for yourself so you can put all your items in the right place. Okay? Okay. Now this looks a little weird, his neck, because we didn't put his hair in yet. So his hair is going to line up with this neck piece. I'm going to come around this way. So if it's looking a little weird for you, that's because his hair is going to go there. It lines up with that neck piece right there. Okay, guys? So, congratulations, you did it. You just painted the shape of Elliot. That was the hardest part of this whole evening, and you nailed it. So, good job. We got Sherry, April, Marsha, Tina B, Carolyn, Kimberly, Joan, Kimberly, Audra, and Tamara in the house. Robert's here. Hi, Robert. Yep, it's Elliot, baby. The hubby is here. Okay, now we got to make pink. His wings and his hair are pink. So, I'm going to get some more white paint. Doesn't have green in it. I'm going to grab Tiny. Scroll tap dab Tiny. Lights out. I'm going to grab white and red. Right where that connected right here, I'm going to go on the other side of the ear. I'm going to bring this up. Okay. And then we're going to bring it around. Now mine went off the canvas, but it goes around, it comes around this way. It's not very high. It just, mine wound up going off the canvas, but it's not very high. His hair is only about 2 fingers high, 2 to 3 fingers high off the top of his head. Okay? Then you're going to come this way. Triangle, triangle, triangle. Nice. There you go. Okay, and that's where his hair is going. Okay, where his arm is where the wings come out. So we're going to do a swoop. And then we're going to go next to it, do another swoop. Okay. This rounds out like this. This, you want them to match. and swoop out. And then you have the points. Two points. Bring it in. And there's his wings. You can make them bigger if you want them to be bigger. Just get the shape into play. I'm going to grab Mini Me, right? We use the shader to color. Grabbing Mini Me. Making pink. If you want his wings to be bigger, once you get the general shape in, then just make them bigger. Get your shape in first. You can always make things bigger. Right? Can't make them smaller. So get your shape in first and then adjust as you, that's why I call it fill and fix. Because as you're filling it in, you can fix it. Right? And we use the shader brush to color it in. Not your round brush. You will kill your round brush. Okay? And I'm going to make a darker pink for the wing in the back. And I'm just going to make this wing a little darker. Fix this up a little bit. I'm just coloring. That's all we're doing is coloring. Okay, and we're going to color in his hair. Now his hair does go on top of into his face. We're not doing that yet until we put the layer of green that we want his face to be. So right now we're just filling in the top part. And like I said, he only goes like 2 fingers up on the top of his head. Mine happen to go off the canvas. But if you have canvas space left, it's about 2 or 3 fingers high and that's it. Okay, so when we're coloring in Elliot, you guys have choices. The level up is to do some shading. The easy peasy lemon squeezy way is just to make, haha, that's awesome. The easy peasy way is just to make different shades of green for everything. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to swirl tap dab a big boy. And I want to make a regular green color, and then I want to make it lighter, and I want to make it darker. So I'm just going to grab my yellow, I'm going to grab my blue, I'm going to grab some white, mix that all together. Okay, these are block colors, so you want to mix it all together so you have a solid color, right? Not like when we paint and I say, leave it all separated. It's a block color, it's a cartoon, so you want to mix it all together to get one solid color of green. Okay, we're going to take that solid color of green, and we're going to color in his body. Underneath his arm. Okay, and we're going to make it the slightest bit lighter and color in his arm. I made it a little too light, so I'm just going to add some more green to it. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the base color, and we're going to color in under his face and his whole neck. You guys know me, I don't stay in my lines. I went completely out of the line. We don't stay in lines around here. Okay, just coloring in his body. Now we're going to take a lighter green, right? I'm going to add some white to this green. And we're going to, so his center of his body, from that hook to his arm, from this piece over here, follow his neck. Okay, and then follow the shape of his body. Do, do, do. Okay, gonna go back to my regular green and just clean anything up that I wound up going out of my lines. Okay, now for his face, This part of his face is the regular green. Woof. The bottom of his ears. Okay, then you add white to that and do his top of his ears. And his jaw. Next Saturday. So this is where you just play with your different shades of green. Get everything to where you can see what's going on. Okay. The shading was right under his jaw in this part, so you would take the darker green, come under his jaw, and then just ziggy-zag zoom that into the lighter color. Like I said, if you can't do the shading, that is fine. Just do the color blocks, different colors of green, and you will be fine. Okay. Now we're going to take Tiny. We're going to go in with our lighter green. We're going to put his nostrils back in. There's one. Line this up. There's the other one. Okay. So I'll tap that with a brush, grab some clean white. Put in his eyeballs, right? Remember, they're in this space where that little bump is, right here. Draw one and then the other. And then you go back and forth between the two to even them up. Don't make one perfect and then try to make the other one perfect. Go back and forth. So this way they're nice and even. Okay, we're going to take our pink and his hair goes in front of his ear. Around his eye, goes into the middle of his eyes, comes around in front of this ear and hooks into where the jaw is. Okay, if your green's not dry yet, just wait for it to be dry to add these details in, okay? I'm going to go in with a darker green. I'm just adding a little black to my green, and under his ear we're going to put a really dark green. Okay. Dark green under his other ear. He's got spots. So I'm going to give him his spots. Just making ovals, that's all. Wherever you want his spots to be, then that's where you put his spots. Whatever color you want his spots to be, that's the color you make them. If you want them to be the dark green, if you want them to be the turquoise green, it is all up to you. It's your dragon, your spots. And you guys know, the more layers you do, I only did layer 2 and 3, so the more layers you do, the better he's going to look. Right, guys? You know that already. So, good story. I said I had a good story for you guys. My sister took me to see the band I really like. I went to the concert last night. So, I was feeling a little tired, but she took me and I got a spot. Somebody saved me a spot to where I was able to lean, and I got to see my favorite band play, and I was very, 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 very happy. So I got to do that last night. So that's awesome. Okay, we're going to take some white paint. You're going to put in the details of his hair. Okay, so you're just making it lighter pink. That's all you're doing. And then his wings. My white's got green in it, so, but just make sure yours is a lighter pink. Just put the lighter pink here and the lighter pink here on the top of the wings. Okay, that's where the lighter pink goes. And then in here, you guys have any suggestions for, thanks Marsha, you have any suggestions for the fall paintings? Because we are finishing up. Then you do his stripes. You curve his stripes. Just doing a darker green. You can make these stripes any colors you want. You just make sure you curve them, because he's a curvy guy. You know I support going rogue. You know that's why I don't do these paintings all the way finished, and I don't do them the exact colors, because that's all for you guys to do when you create these for yourself. You're going to go in and make his eyes whiter, right? You're going to go in and take Nifty, some black paint, and put his nostrils in. I just give you guys what you need to be able to paint this. The rest, because I already got a pretty one. The rest is all up to you. Okay, he's got eyebrows. Boop. Boop. Right? He's got eyeballs. Again, just put your shape in and then go back and forth between the two to make it even. Okay, and he's got that crookedy smile. So you're just going to follow that jawline. Bring it up and around. And then hook a little piece in. Just like that. And there is his very cute crookedy smile that Elliot has. And the last touch that you do is you put the whites in the eyes, little life dots. Okay, guys? So, you got everything you need to paint Elliot. Everything you need. Let me turn the light out so you can see it without a glare. Okay, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, guys. You got everything you need to be able to paint Elliot for yourselves. All right, guys? And you guys are amazing. You guys hang out with me every Friday. Without you, there wouldn't be a Friday night Facebook. So I am very grateful. We had Sherry, April, Marcia, Tina B, Carolyn, Kimberly, Joan, Kimberly, Audra, Tamara, and Robert. Woot, woot. So there is your dragon. Follow these steps and you're going to get to this guy right here. So, same exact steps. A bridal veil waterfall. I don't know what a bridal veil waterfall is. Thank you for the stars. Thank you guys so much. I want rice. A bridal veil falls with fall colors. So a waterfall painting with fall colors. Okay, we did one of those a long time ago. We can do them again. You're so welcome, Sandy. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the stars. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Yosemite Park. You guys are going to make me Google. What's Yosemite Park has the bridal veils? Is that what you're telling me? Is that the information you're telling me right now? Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the stars. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being my... Okay. Alright. That's cool. Google saves the day. Alright, I'll look into it, guys. Alright, I love you all. Y'all are my heart. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get to painting Elliot, and you're going to be all set. Okay? Bye, everybody. Love you.